Good day, everyone. So this is Dennis from the House of Tekla Structure. So this time, I'm going to have a different content. So instead of showing you how to do things in Tekla Structure, so this will be an interview to my colleague, and he's the bridge expert. So he'll be discussing about the his experience in the bridge construction. So now let's welcome Gabriel Neves from the Ministry of Bridge. Okay, good day to you, Gabriel. So here's the first question. So what is your professional background?
Thanks, Dennis, for having me on your House of Tekla Structure YouTube channel. Well, my professional background, I've started doing drawings by hand back in 1988 in Portugal. So when
Wow.
I was doing bridges and some roads, in
Mhm.
that time, there were no computers. And then a couple of years after that, we had the first computer and was CAD running under MS-DOS. A colleague of mine moved into to CAD, and I was still doing drawings by hand.
Oh, I see. All right.
Eventually, I kind of moved to a different company. I've learned myself. I taught myself CAD, in this case AutoCAD, and I
Yeah.
started doing bridges in 2D, of course, for many years.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
15 years ago, I moved into UK, and then that time was Calbro and then Grontmay and Sweco, but not because I've moved, but just because the companies were being bought, right?
I see.
So,
Yeah.
and I've learned a great deal of rebar, how the way we do it here in UK, that is very detailed and it's very cool to do rebar in
Nice.
UK. When I moved into WSP, that is where the beam world come along for me. It was a reality in a sense that I had experience then with the Bentley EcoSim, with the Revit, until one day I found Tekla Structures, and for bridges I was just, okay, this is it
Ah,
for me and for my teams. This is what I'm going to use
oh, that's
forever.
good.
Yeah. Then I had a nice experience with AECOM, where I
Mhm.
had experience with building teams,
Mm.
beam teams, in this case in India and Bangalore, and supporting
Mm.
teams, remote teams in Romania, Bucharest. It was great until the opportunity to work with the Tekla Structures as a technical director for bridges, so Trimble, but for Tekla Structures software
I see.
specifically,
Yeah.
come along, and that was nearly 4 years ago, right? So my background is modeler, beam,
Mm.
and I did some university studies of quantity surveying.
So, why did you create the Ministry of Bridges in the YouTube channel?
Well, the Minister of Bridges channel was created during the first lockdown back in 2020. I
Ah,
was
okay, I
very
see.
bored. Yeah, I was.
Mm,
I like to do things. I like to make things happen, and I get bored if I get some,
mm, mm.
documentation to read, and I'm that's not for me. I like hands-on. And I thought, all right, so I need to use my time to do something useful, and I created the Ministry of Bridges YouTube channel mainly because of that. Yeah.
So, what is this channel all about?
Well, the channel is very specific. It's what I say is a niche within a
Uh-huh.
niche. So first is about bridges. So
Uh-huh.
everything
I
that
see.
is to do with bridges, and could be the design, it could be the way now they are building the bridges, or even technology that is applied to the
Mm.
bridge design and construction. And then the other common denominator is Trimble software. So
Mm.
I don't mind to speak about any competitors, and I
Mm.
respect immensely every single competitor. Plus, I was a user in the past of Autodesk products and Bentley products, but since I work for Trimble and specifically Tekla Structures, I thought, right, we have here niche of the market for me that will be Trimble universe for the specificity of bridges. So the channel is about bridges.
Mm,
Sometimes it's cool stuff, just
mm.
some news and drones flying
Wow.
to see the bridge from top. Other
Yeah.
times it will be more technical, or it's being more technical and hands-on and showing how the workflow for bridges is improving almost every month.
Wow. It's nice content. Yeah. But okay, I've noticed that during the year 2021, you're not that active in YouTube. So any reason that you can share with us?
Yes, yes. It was to do with some health problems with
Oh, okay.
my machine. So
Oh.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Mhm.
I've changed my routines, and I'm
Uh-huh.
all right. So it's not a big deal. But the reality is, I lost a little bit the momentum that I
Mm,
was
mm,
having in wasn't mainly maybe a video every other week. So and I lost that momentum. I reduced a little bit my workload even in the office.
mhm.
So because I needed to be a little bit more relaxed, but I kind of miss it, the routine of uh,
Yeah,
creating, executing, and then
that's
publishing,
right.
and I miss that routine. But that was the reason, and was so
Mm.
health.
Wow.
But I'm all right. I just
So hope everything is fine with you now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Actually, the pandemic is changing the way we work and deal with other people, right? So what do you miss more from the times prior to the pandemic? So during those time, what are the things that you really miss?
Right. Yes, the pandemic is changing everything. Even in our inner family, the pandemic changed. On
Mm,
that matter, I think if we talk about families, I think in a couple of things changed for better, because I think the inner families are now more closed. But for instance, I miss visiting my parents in Portugal, or my
mm,
family in Portugal. But professionally speaking, I miss people. I miss going out and going to conferences and
mm.
present our ideas and have arguments about the best way this and that,
Yeah.
just socialize
Yeah.
and take that face to face
Mm,
experience that a screen will never ever
that's right.
replace that experience, or
Correct.
even going and visit our area offices and resellers, or clients,
Mm,
go and train clients. I miss all that. I can train online, but it is not the same thing.
yeah.
And um, I don't know. I work from home for many years, so
Mm,
part of my work is working from home. Even when I was working with WSP and with
mm,
Ecom, since I was working always with the projects in Middle East, or in England, because I'm placed in Scotland, I was always working remotely, and then
mm,
traveling and having contact with people in the office, people on site, and so on. But um, working this way, where you are 100%
mm.
working from home, there is a limit. And I don't know if I guess there are many people worldwide that for now they are okay, but
Mm,
people, they need to be careful with their mindset, because this could affect the mental health, or the fact of being working from home and having relationships on a screen. It is not the same thing. It is
correct.
not the same thing. So my hope is that we move from pandemic to endemic, and then gradually we will recover that experience, that is
Yeah.
going out to meet clients and doing all that.
Yeah. That's our life as a technical person in Trimble, to meet people, to mingle with them, and like what you've said, to do some a very healthy argument about the our work.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what do you have in the pipeline for bridge enthusiasts, or for the Trimble software users?
Right. As I said, I want to go back to that nice routine of creating content. I
Mm.
will keep it always based on bridges, and we have
Yeah.
now a new version of Bridge Creator.
Wow.
And
That's good to know. Yeah.
I found out I have an extense manual online for the users, but it's not a back-to-back manual. So what I'm going to do is, even if I divide that in 10 episodes, I'm going to
Mm.
teach everything that you can be taught about the Bridge Creator tool. So, and then I'll divide that on small episodes, 10, 15 minutes, and then the users, they can go and watch everything or just go
Mm,
straight to the part of, I don't know, editing the cross section or applying the parabolic variation into the bridge, or even solving problems due to the triangulation or the complex triangulation that usually those double curved decks are. That is one thing. And then, yeah, I'd love to do more of those special stories.
mm,
I have this. I wouldn't say crazy workflow, but advanced workflow, which is
mm.
Quadri
Yeah,
connected with
yeah, the
Tekla
Quadrino.
Structures, or Quadri with connected with Grasshopper, then Grasshopper connected with Sophistic, and Sophistic and Grasshopper connected with Tekla Structures. And I really want to go around this workflow, even including maybe the speckle database, because it's possible, and I tested already, to send the alignment to speckle, and then on the other end, you will have someone downloading the alignment
Mm.
and using it in Grasshopper, and then using the same workflow, but not in this case, not with Quadri. So I want kind of get the workflow very complex, right? But then shows and zoom and just show this part and the other part and the other part, and hopefully that then makes sense.
And okay, the next question is, which are the most successful episode that you have in the Bridge or the Ministry of Bridge channel?
Right. So definitively everything that is to do with grasshopper.
Ah, yeah.
So
All right.
if the
Yeah,
episode has grasshopper,
that's right.
it's a success
I think yeah,
automatically.
that's right.
Then the most successful episode, it's about Randselva Bridge in Norway, for one
Mm.
simple fact. It's being designed, approved, and built without one single drawing, and that it's mind blowing. And people
Mm.
are very curious. So
Yeah,
it's a
that's right.
successful episode is the Run Selva Bridge. But then the everything that is technical, usually it's very successful. But the most successful ones are definitively Grasshopper and the model-based construction or design, that is in this case Run Selva Bridge, or the highway in Helsinki.
Yeah, actually, I like that that episode that you did with the grasshopper. I think everybody likes the way the grasshopper is doing, especially if you integrate that one with Tekla structure. Even in my channel, I think I have some grasshopper episode there. Gabriel, I like the special episode very much. Why are you not doing more of those episodes?
There is a reason. So
Mm,
I'm fortunate here near where I live. I have these three magnificent bridges.
mm,
So, and I took my drone and even to the aqueduct, and I flew the drone. I researched the history of the bridge, and then I created the script and the music, and so it's very nice because it's very creative, and I really like to create. Takes a lot of energy. So the creative part, and then the editing part, which I love, by the way. But the thing is, there is, when I started, we were in lockdown, right? So
mm.
now we are not yet traveling. So I need to start back to traveling, and then start recording videos and taking photos of bridges, not only where I live. Right. The
Yeah.
problem is I don't have content, so
Mm.
it's a challenge
Yeah.
for you or your viewers. If you have content about one bridge, and I'm saying nice videos and nice pictures, maybe even a drone, if it is legal to fly the drone,
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
depending of the countries, you
Right.
need to be 50 meters away. So if you can do that in a legal way, because if it is images taken
Mm.
illegally, I cannot show. So the if you have that content, just please share that with me, because
Mm.
then I will do the research about the bridge, and then I can create. But I don't want to keep creating
Mm.
only with the bridges based here where I live, right? So that is
Mm.
why I stopped doing those
Oh, I
more
see.
creative
Right.
videos. Yeah.
Okay. The next one is how do you see the future of bridge modeling? design and on this on its construction.
Right. For me, it's very, very clear. So the same way when I was doing drawings by hand, and my colleague and my friend, even today, was already doing in CAD, and I saw, right, this is the way forward, right? And then the same thing happened when we were doing the bridges in 2D, including the rebar with CAD's RC, and then some people, the buildings department, were already using Revit for the buildings, for instance, and I saw, right, this is the future. We need to move the bridges into the 3D. And bridges was probably we were the latest to move into the BIM world,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So now I see again very clear that the model-based project or model-based construction or model-based design, it is the future. And there are a couple of reasons for it. So first, we ditch the drawings because the majority of the drawings, right, the drawing has information, but the model can have information too.
Mm,
Some key information, all right, that can be placed even into the 3D environment, right? And the majority of the drawings are so difficult to read that only professionals like us, that we have 30 years experience, we can read it. And if we get a newbie on site and we give them a complex reinforcement drawing, I'm telling you, they don't know how to read the drawing. Right, but they can see the 3D visualization of the cage they're going to build and apply on site. So it's already a reality, and that VT4 in Helsinki, Kiriti Kakowski Highway, they have 29 bridges, and they're building the road. So it's not only the bridge, it's the road and the bridge. So it's the
mm,
infrastructure project that is designed, approved, and being built just based into 3D models. And
mm,
sometimes, if they need drawings, looks like they are creating a couple of drawings over there. Ranselva, they are not creating drawings. So I think that is the future, and I have no doubt.
mm,
And one more reason there is, and we have that during an interview, the contractor representative from Destia in Finland, he said something very important for the client and for the contractor, right? Money talks, and this is the cheapest way to do. So that
mm,
says everything. So if I was here kind of promoting a workflow that I just think it's very cool, because let's say Microsoft HoloLens is very cool and other augmented realities are very, very cool, right? But if I was here promoting that, but then in the end, right, but then we are slower or we lose money with it. In this case of the model-based project, it's not. It's already proven that it is the cheapest way to do. So I have no doubts that the future for the bridge and even road design and rail, probably it will be start ditching drawings, do the design based in models, do the RFIs based in models, and start building based in the models, because then the models, they go to let's say Trimble Business Center from or e-builder, and from there it goes to the machines and fabrication and so on. So in the end, for many, many tasks, they really don't need drawings, right?
mm.
So,
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Gabriel, for your time that you spent with us. And now I just want you to say any message to for Trimble and Tekla user, and also I want you to invite them in your YouTube channel.
thank you, Dennis. I just want to leave a message to every Trimble user, and in general, or in particular, um, Tekla Structures
Mm,
users, is that keep learning, keep sharing know-how. I don't know any Tekla user unemployed worldwide, and
mm,
even when, unfortunately, that situation happens, what I see in reality is that very quick they find a placement,
mm,
So it
yeah.
is a company that creates software and hardware that usually the users of our hardware and software, they are employed, and I think that is
Mm,
it's a good thing.
yeah,
So
that's good.
and I really challenge especially the youngsters. They learn so fast, but it's not only learning the software. right? So when we're talking about learning the rebar sets, it's okay, you know how to apply rebar sets and change everything, but learning the detailing of rebar, right? The same way as the learning how to apply the steel works, the connections and all that, but there is learning not only the software, but the profession of
Yeah.
the, and then again, the world is your oyster, and the way we are moving with the possibility to work remotely, and we're having already many situations. In my case, I live in Scotland, but my office it's in Helsinki, Finland, right?
Yeah.
And we're seeing more and more of that worldwide. So that means the Southeast Asia, I think people there are hard workers, and they will for sure take lots of good opportunities that are created even in North America or Europe or Australia, right? So good luck, and work hard, and you will get your objectives for sure. And good luck for your channel,
Yeah,
Dennis.
thank you, thank you.
I
And also
I go,
your channel.
yeah.
You can promote. What is your channel again?
Right, my channel is the Ministry of Bridges. So it's if you search, so Dennis probably will leave a link, but if
Yeah,
you search,
we can put the link
right,
below later.
right. So if you search Ministry of Bridges,
Yeah,
many
it's
times
only
you
you.
have some religious, you have lots of religious stuff there.
Yeah.
But again, when I created and the name, because this is my personal channel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but this is what I am. So it's nothing. It's not connected with Trimble. It's not connected with
Mm,
Tekla Structures. But I am emotionally and professionally connected with the company, right? So
mm,
this is what I am. But
yeah,
this is my channel. But when I created the name, I thought it was a nice name,
yeah.
but
It's nice.
then I
It's
didn't
nice.
realize that if you search for it, then you have lots of religious stuff.
Ah, really?
But
But actually,
it's
it's
yeah,
nice. It's nice. It's something
but
like it's all about bridges,
yeah,
and you can share your expertise in that
yeah.
channel. All
And
right.
then is and maybe then Tekla Structures, it's our religion, right? So maybe it's not that wrong. So thank you
Yeah.
very much, and I wish all the best
All
for
right.
your
You
channel,
too.
Dennis. And I go there often, even to keep learning, because no one knows everything, and it's very very useful the stuff you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Good day.
Bye for now. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much, Gabriel. So for that information that you gave to us. So again, to all the viewers out there, so you can watch his channel in the Ministry of Bridge. So see you again next time. Thank you.